So, we've got another 1HD-FTE. Rich, my man, has just wired up the Uni-x ECU to it, haven't you?
I have indeed.
With the...
Electronic boost.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Which is mounted...
Just down here, on that rubber mount.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
An integral part, that rubber block, or else if you don't rubber mount it, it vibrates through the whole car.
I know, and all of our kits, they come out with that rubber mount. And I know, because I bought 5,000 of these rubber mounts in.
Yes, you did.
I did. I bought a lot. So we've got them out the back. In fact, you can even buy these rubber mounts online. So I think it's about $20 for 4. So, yeah. But anyway, people, if they don't rubber mount the boost control, you actually get a ticking noise inside the cabin, which will drive you absolutely nuts because it is a...
Frequency.
Exactly right.
Yeah, it's worse than a frequency. It sounds like a hardcore vibration.
Yeah, it drives you nuts. So just make sure they are rubber mounted. All of our kits obviously come with a rubber mount. That's why. But... the Uni chip, I wanted to show you where that was mounted as well, because it's a commonly asked question. Where is the Uni chip mounted on a 1HD FTE? Have a look-see. Here's the Uni-x ECU, and it's wired directly into the engine via control harness. Yeah, how much power did you drag out of it?
Now, so I started off just over 100 kilowatts, so this is measured at 4 wheels, being all-wheel drive. You want to come around?
I'm coming.
Sweet. All right, so blue line here is just over 100 kilowatts, 102 kilowatts measured at 4 wheels, and a shade under 400 newton meters was standard. Then afterwards, 124.4 kilowatts at 4 wheels again, and about 570 newton meters. So as always, these have such an incredible increase, and you know, these really are an amazing engine and platform that's a shame that Toyota never continued with. So, but now they're worth screwing.
That's true. I just saw the torque at the bottom end of this. So it's 1750 RPM. You're telling me it went from 400 newton meters?
Yep. And
jumped up to just under 600 newton meters?
Yeah, 570.
570 newton.
Yeah, which is where we focus most of the tuning. You'll notice on the graph that it really does have the biggest difference. So if we go for 2000 RPM, for example, it's sitting about 75 kilowatts compared to about 110 kilowatts. So close to 40 kilowatts or over 40 kilowatts at that. The area where you're going to use it, it's not just about, I mean, no one who owns these things spends the whole time at 3,500 RPM, so it's pointless dumping truckloads of fuel in up that high. So,
because you produce more power and more torque at lower RPM, and this is something I get asked all the time. So what you were producing at 3250 RPM, once again, you're not going to drive that high, but you were producing your max power of 101 kilowatts there. You are now producing that maximum amount of power all the way down here at the low 1700 RPM. So you're producing more power and more torque, lower RPM. Thus, you use less RPM to drive the vehicle, so you will get better fuel economy.
Massively fuel economy.
If you drive it normally. If you're like me, you drive it like it's stolen.
No fuel economy.
No fuel economy, but it drives really quick. So I just race every WRX out there just to beat them. Hey Richo, what were the AFRs like in this? Before I show everyone where it's mounted, what were the AFRs?
Alright, so our AFR standard, it dips down to 18.2 at its richest point. Now I'm at like 18.1, a little bit richer in the bottom end, obviously to get the power and torque up, but still that is a very safe nearly 20 to 1. And then tapers away in the top end, back where the boost starts to fall away. So nice and safe, nothing richer than 18 to 1. So not smoky, not hot, super safe.
Whoa.
And let's just do a comparison to the boost as well to give the good
So
people.
we get asked all the time, is it running safe AFRs? Well,
Indeed.
Clearly.
And the reason why that is because, as you've seen, I have got full 3D boost control, meaning I can bring the boost up across the entire rev range. So standard, this made 12 PSI, which is about right when they've got a turbo back exhaust on them. I've brought it up to 16 PSI, so it's about 3 PSI more across the entire range. Because I've got more air, I can add a bit more fuel, put them both together, more power, more torque, happy customer.
How good, how good. Hopefully that's answered a lot more of the questions, because people, they do ask all the time. There is information up on our website. If you have any more questions in relation to tuning, what we do, how we modify, anything at all, please comment on these videos. If you're seeing it on YouTube, make sure you hit follow. If you're seeing it on Facebook, just write it in the comments. We want more feedback so we can make more interesting stuff for you guys. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.